In this lesson, you will understand the flipped classroom methodology, discover some tips on how to implement it, learn how to prepare the students, and see how to create resources and activities. Flipped classroom is a pedagogical strategy that flips the traditional learning environment. In a traditional learning environment, the content is to be taught in the classroom and some activities are done at home, in a homework format. In the flipped classroom approach, the instructional content is to be discovered by the student outside of the classroom, usually through online video tutorial prepared by the teacher, who then does follow-up activities in the classroom, including those that usually are seen as homework. How should we flip a classroom? Before using this strategy, some thoughts needs to be given. First, which parts of the course and of the curriculum do you think are suitable for flipping? Not all parts of a course may be suitable for this strategy. Second, regarding resources and activities, combine a good arrangement where both the material that is to be flipped and the activity in the physical meetings with the students are thought through. Think variation. Remember, teaching arrangements with flipped classroom should be thought of as a whole. What the students do outside the classroom should be the starting point for the further work in the classroom. The next phase is preparing the students. For this, we recommend spending time with the students to explain the method, familiarize them with the thinking behind it and its potential gains, and prepare them for the work they must do outside the classroom. You can also review the learning goals here, or let them be a part of the flipped material. You may find that not all students are prepared or are as enthusiastic about the method as you wish, but do not abandon the method right away. It takes time before both students and teachers get used to the new work and learning methods. Remember, you do not need to flip the entire topic, the whole semester, or hold the lectures. Let's now talk about the resources that you will prepare to be explored outside the classroom. It is very important that these resources are connected to the activities that will be done later in class. Therefore, be reflective about the format. Remember that you have several different formats at your choice, such as a video to learn a certain skill, a podcast for grasping difficult concepts, a diagram used to explain the connections in a system, etc. Remember that you have a great set of resources that can be explored by each student. You can even think about short tests or questionnaires that can be completed online for training purposes. You can also consider what technology you want to use. Here too, think carefully about the subject, the target group, and your mastery of the digital tools. You do not always need to use professional video recording at your own lectures. You can also use other formats such as PowerPoints. You can also use online videos that are freely available in platforms such as YouTube. Make sure you do not violate copyright and intellectual property laws, though. With regard to the class activities, remember that they should be based on the resources and tasks the student have viewed at home, and should trigger active learning and deep learning. You can achieve this through group work with issues based on the flipped material, teacher-controlled summarizing where you have formulated questions, individual assignments to be solved and discussed in groups, plenary discussions after pair work or group work, short lectures where you explain difficult concepts or theory based on what the students think is difficult, further work on student-generated issues based on the flipped material. Let's summarize what you should have learned in this lesson. By now, you should understand the flipped classroom methodology, learn some tips on how to implement it, see how to prepare the students, and see how to create resources and activities.